Hello and good morning friends, welcome to the CEC-UGC live lecture. Dear friends, as you know that we are carrying a series on marketing management, and so far number of lectures have been conducted and all the lectures are uploaded for you on YouTube. So dear friends, taking the series forward, today we are going to talk on product decisions. In previous session also we discussed in detail on the topic, and today also we would be continuing from the point where we left in the previous session. We would be specifically talking on labeling, branding and product support services, and for this very discussion we have once again with us in our studios Dr. Swati Agrawal. Dr. Swati Agrawal is Assistant Professor in Zakir Hussain, Delhi College, University of Delhi. So let's welcome our guest Dr. Swati Agrawal and let's try to discuss in detail on labeling, branding and product service support. Hello ma'am, welcome to the UGC lecture.
Thank you, Gitika. Good morning viewers. In my last lecture, we started with product decisions, whereby I told you about the basic product, how a naked product is developed by the marketer, and they take decisions regarding the product design, style and features. Carrying it further, we also discussed about the packaging decisions which a marketer takes, because they need to wrap the product, they need to design these specific packages for different types of products. Today I would be discussing about the labeling part, because each package carries certain verbal information about the product, and that verbal information is nothing but it is termed as the label. It may be a part of the product or it may be a tag which is directly attached to a product. Labeling decision is nothing but it is something which means designing and putting labels on the product. There could be several types of labels which a marketer can use for several different types of products. First of all, we can start with the descriptive labels. If we talk about descriptive label, it is something which gives information about the product's use, construction, care, performance or several pertinent features which the product carries. Suppose if a milk product, say a lassi, is being marketed by a marketer, it could be sweet or salty. What is the nutritional value of the contents which are carried in that particular product? What all information is to be provided? It could be related to the ingredients. What is the can size? So all these details carries or are termed as the descriptive labels. Second type of labels could be grading labels. These are the ones which identifies the product's just quality either through a letter or a word or a number. There are various clothes or teas, items which carries these grading labels, and just by having a look at the label, one could judge about the quality of the product that they are choosing. Third type of label could be brand labels. Here simply the brand name is attached to the package, and this is basically done mostly in case of sweets and cigarettes. Like Haldiram products are carrying just their brand name on all the sweets which they are marketing. So brand labeling is the most acceptable form of labeling, because they are providing sufficient information to the customers. Descriptive labels, though they are providing more information, but not all necessary information could be provided through descriptive labels. Now these labels could perform several functions for the marketers. First of all, they give definiteness to the product in the sense that one can identify the product by just having a look at the label, that it belongs to which particular marketer or which particular brand. For example, if an apple is having a stamp of Kinnaur on it, that means in the label itself give brief description about the quality of the apples. Second function which a label could perform is it could grade the product. That we have several varieties of olive oil which is being marketed nowadays. It could be extra virgin, it could be extra light, or for that matter virgin or pure. So these different grades could be provided through labels. Third function of labeling is it helps in describing the product. Who made it, when was it made, what it contains, how it is to be used, and how safe and how it can be used safely. Finally, the main function of labeling is to promote the product. It can also help the marketer in promoting the product through attractive graphics. For many companies, label have become an important element in marketing, as it provides several benefits to the customers. It is a sort of a social service to the customer in the sense that when a product is carrying a verbal information, then false claims are prevented by using such labels. Also, whatever price has been given in the form of MRP not exceeding, no marketer, no producer, no manufacturer can charge the price more than the MRP, otherwise it will attract legal issues. So label helps in avoiding price variations. Not even the distributors or the retailers can charge the price which is not mentioned on the product. Label provide another important function in the form it has simple, definite and easy to use. Since it carries all the information related to the product, it is very simple form of providing the information. It is a good platform and customers just by reading that information can make their judgment as to whether they want to go in for that particular product or not. Another importance could be it helps customers to assess the superiority of a product vis-a-vis the competitors, that which particular product or which particular brand they want to go for. Label can help in deciding that to the customers. Over the period of time, since it has been providing certain characteristics about the product, it also raises the prestige of the product in the sense that it avoids price variations by publishing the price, and it helps the customer in deciding that which particular product has got what type of quality. But at the same time, there are certain concerns which marketers go through as far as labeling is concerned. If at all there is any deceptive information or misleading information which is being provided by the marketer, it leads to unfair trade practices and it might attract legal concerns for that marketer. So whatever contents they have written, whatever amount they have written on the package, the real contents inside the packet should be similar. It should not be deceptive, it should not be misleading in any sense. And over time, because of the importance of labeling and packaging, strong legislation is required which can enforce mandatory labeling requirements in Indian context. Next decision pertaining to a product is branding. So far we have discussed about basic product decisions and we have also discussed about packaging and labeling as the product decision. At the third stage we have the branding. The most distinctive skill of a professional marketer is their ability to build and manage brands. This word brand is a comprehensive term and it encompasses other narrower terms. If we talk about the definition which has been given by American Marketing Association, they clearly say that brand is a name, sign, symbol, design or combination of all these intended to identify the goods or services of one seller or group of sellers, and it also helps them in differentiating their offering from those of the competitors. Now this brand could be in the form of brand name or it could be in the form of brand mark. Brand mark is that part of the brand which appears in the form of symbol, design, any distinctive color or the letter. This is something which one cannot pronounce. Say swoosh, or there are so many other logos which have been given by the marketers. Sometimes brand mark can be given in the terms of logo, especially if the name is written in a very distinctive or stylized fashion. If the company has got their brands registered, then that becomes a trademark. That means trademark is the legal protection which has been provided under the law, and it basically helps the marketer to protect their manufacturer's right over the brand name or the brand mark, and competitors, they cannot copy the trademark. So essentially all trademarks, they are brand marks, but all brand marks need not be the trademarks. Taking the discussion further, we can say that brand is a seller's promise to deliver consistently a specific set of features, benefits and services to the buyers. Not all products are branded. If we talk about salt, if we talk about safety pins, or for that matter, if we talk about fresh fruits and vegetables which are available in the market, since they cannot be physically differentiated, so there is not much branding available for such type of products. But in order to be successful, some sort of branding nowadays is available in case of fruits also. We have got several varieties of mangoes in market nowadays. Alfonso is one such variety which is available and which has got a different brand name, and it has got recognition in the minds of the customers. Brand could convey several level of meanings to the customers. It brings to the mind certain attributes. If we say a brand is expensive, it is well built, it is high prestige brand, or it is durable, that means these are the attributes which we are talking about related to a particular brand. Company can use one or more of these attributes or the combination of these to advertise their products. But do customers actually buy the attributes? No. What they are buying is the benefit which they derive out of the co-product which they are getting. So marketers, they usually talk about the benefits which the customers are getting out of the product when they try to position their brand in the market. Now these attributes, they can be translated either into benefits in the form of functional aspects. Say if we talk about Volvo, the buses or the transport, they are quite simple, they are quite safe. Or attributes could be in the form of emotions or the emotional attributes. Most of the products of Apple, they are very expensive in the market. So that means they are talking about the emotional aspects of the product. Brands also sometimes can be positioned on the basis of the values which the customers are deriving out of the products which they are purchasing. They may also represent certain culture or personality, and for that matter, the customers who buys or uses the product. Given the levels of brand meanings, marketers, they must decide at which level they want to position their brand in the market. Since a brand is a promise which a marketer is delivering to the customer, whatever promise they are making, it should not be complicated, it should be simple and honest enough. One set of hotel industry, they are offering their rooms by saying that they are providing low cost rooms, good service to the customer. On the other hand, there are luxury hotels which claims that they provide luxurious stay to the customers. They have got these fine dining, but they never claim that their rooms are low in cost. So depending upon that which particular value, which particular attribute or which particular benefit the marketer wants to convey to the target market, they have to decide upon the brand building attribute. Now these branding, it has become so important today that nothing goes unbranded. Even a salt that we got in our kitchen, it has been packaged in branded containers. The nuts and the bolts that we use, they have got the distributor brands. So all the dairy products that we are using, they have got the chaach or the lassi or the milk or the butter, they all have got brands. So why everything around us is being branded? Because it provides several benefits. Benefits could be provided to the buyers, to the sellers, or to the middlemen. If we talk about the benefits which are being provided by the brand to the buyers, we can simply say that brand assures product quality and consistency. If a particular customer is buying a particular type of a brand, that it is some sort of a quality assurance that that particular brand carries along with itself. It also assures the customers that whatever brand they are buying, from whichever market they are buying it, from whichever platform they are buying it, it is assuring fixed prices. Even distributors are not allowed to unjustifiably vary prices of the branded products, because whatever branded products are being available in the market today, they have got this label, and it is their legal obligation of the marketer that they should provide the MRP of each and every product. Otherwise, it will be challenged in the consumer courts. Branding also helps in increasing innovation. As customers, they always look out for new features in a brand. So marketers, they are always in a hurry to provide increasing innovations in their existing brands so as to overbeat the competitors. Branding also increases the shopper's efficiency by providing more information about the product, and it could also help them in identifying where to find these products. If we talk about the sellers, there are several advantages or the benefits which the branding provides to the sellers. It is the basis to promote or position the product, because on the basis of the brands, sellers are in a position to better promote the product of the manufacturer. Brand name makes it easy for the seller to process orders and track down the problems, because if the particular seller is carrying the merchandise which has got brand value, which is very much acknowledged by the customers, then automatically it becomes easier for them to track down orders for those particular branded products. Brand name, and for that matter the trademark, they provide legal protection of unique product features to the sellers. So they are quite safe because they know that their offering will not easily be copied by the competitors. Branding also gives the seller the opportunity to attract loyal and profitable set of customers. Due to branding nowadays, customers, they have become more brand conscious. Sort of brand monopoly is also being emerged in the market due to a lot of branding that has been come up. So it provides the opportunity to the seller that the customers, they become more and more brand loyal towards a particular seller's offering. Branding also might help the sellers to segment the markets, because on the basis of the brands which they are offering, they can divide their total market, and accordingly they can provide the marketing opportunities to different sellers segments. Branding at the same time helps in building the corporate image, and it also makes it easier for the seller to launch new brands under the existing brands, either of the same manufacturer or by the different manufacturers. If we talk about the benefits which the branding provides to the middlemen, we can simply say that branding also helps the middlemen by making the products easier to handle. It also assures products' quality standards and strengthens the buyer preferences, because once the customer, they know the stores where the branded products are available, they will directly go to that particular store and they will ask for the merchandise which they want to buy. Branding also makes it easier for the customer to identify the suppliers, and it makes their purchasing easier. Whenever a company wants to make a powerful brand as an asset, all the brands, they must be carefully developed and managed. There are 4 major brand strategy decisions which a marketer needs to undertake if they want to build strong brands. First and the foremost talks about the positioning, how a brand is to be positioned to the market. Second important or the major decision which a marketer needs to take as far as branding is concerned is related to the brand name, how and which name they should be selecting. Third important decision is related to the sponsorship which is associated with the brand. And finally, the brand development decisions needs to be taken by the marketer. The first and the foremost decision which we'll be talking about is the brand positioning. Since marketers need to position their brands clearly in the target customers' minds, brands can be positioned at any of the 3 levels. Either it can be positioned on the basis of the product attributes, benefit positioning, or emotional positioning, which focuses on the beliefs and values. At the lowest level, if we talk about the positioning, brand can be positioned on the basis of product attributes. However, these attributes could easily be copied by the competitors, and the customers, they are more interested in what the attributes do for them rather than the basic attributes. So it is always advisable for the marketer to go to the next level and talk about the benefit positioning, because whatever the benefit the core product is offering to the customer, if that is positioned in the target customer mind, that will make a whole lot of difference. Finally, nowadays customers, they are more concerned with the emotional positioning, which focuses on their beliefs and values. They are more considered. There are certain brands, say chocolates or coffees. They not only talk about the product's tangible attributes, but they are more talking about the excitement or the passion which surrounds their brand, and they always engage their customers or the consumers at the emotional level. So while positioning a brand, marketer needs to establish a mission for the brand, and they also needs to establish a vision of what a brand must be and what a brand must do. However, brand, since it is a company's promise to deliver a specific set of features, benefits and experiences to the buyers, it must be positioned clearly. Next set of decisions, which is very important pertaining to a brand, is related to brand name selection. Choosing a name for a brand is a critical foundation stone, as a good name can add greatly to the product's success. However, finding or choosing a best brand name requires a careful review of the product and its benefits, of the target market to which the product is being offered, and the marketing strategies which a marketer would be following. Ideally, a brand name should possess certain qualities in order to be desirable. Whatever name a company is suggesting for the brand, it should suggest something about the product, particularly about the benefits which the product is offering. Suppose if a particular company is offering sugar-free products, then in their brand name, they should add the word sugar-free, so that just by having a look at the product, customers, they could identify that this product is providing this particular benefit. At the same time, whatever name has been chosen, it should be easy to pronounce, it should be easy to recognize and remember, because short and simple names should be selected for a brand so that it comes easily to the minds of the customer whenever they go for the shopping. The name which they are choosing, it should be distinctive, say different enough from the competitor's name. It should be adaptable to additions to the product lines which the company is offering. If I take the example of the food chains which are now offering these fast food to the customers, they are either adding the name burger in their names or pizza. They should avoid such things, because if they want to make certain additions at the later stages, then it would be difficult to add new items in their menu. And finally, the name which the marketer is selecting, it should be capable of registration and legal protection. They should be easily able to get the trademark done for their particular brand, and it is possible if the name that they have chosen should not be too identical or similar to the other brands which are available in the market. Marketers also, in order to be successful, they need to actively safeguard their brands from two types of problems. One is the product counterfeiting. Some unscrupulous manufacturers nowadays, they engage in product counterfeiting by placing a highly recognized brand on their offering without owning the rights to the brand. If I talk about the pirated DVDs which are now available in the market for music, for films, and they are being introduced just by even ahead of the release date of the movies, this is an apt example for product counterfeiting. There are several other products also for this counterfeiting could be done. It could be either in the form for leather goods or for softwares which are available in the markets, footwears, video games. And marketers, they should try to protect their brands from such type of counterfeiting. Secondly, they should also try to protect their product from generic use. Some brand names, they become so well accepted that they are commonly used instead of the generic names of the particular product categories. The common example which we can take over here is the Band-Aid. Most of the people, if they get cut or they get wounds, They don't say that they want any adhesive bandages, but they say that they want to use Band-Aid. They don't know that Band-Aid is the name of a brand but not a product or the generic product. Similarly, Xerox is a photocopying machine, but most of the customers, whenever they want to get the photocopy done, they say they want to get the Xerox done. But it is not, it is a generic name. It is not a generic name, it is a brand name. Similarly, several painkillers, they have got this generic name, but people, they don't associate it with the generic names and they normally use the brand names. So nowadays what the companies they are doing is, even Band-Aid people, they try to register their brands, they try to give legal protection to their brands so that it could not be easily copied by the competitors. Several strategies have been taken up by the marketers for brand name selection. There are 4 major strategies which could be used. First and the foremost is the individual brand names. This is nothing but each product of the company is given an independent brand name. If I talk about the products offered by the HUL, what they are doing is they are giving separate brands under their bathing soaps. Also, they are offering several brands under detergent categories, under shampoos, and for that matter under toothpaste as well. So individual brand name has been given to different brands under the similar categories. Similar practice has been taken up by several other competitors as well. So what advantages they are offering to the marketer is, it is easy to target specific segments and to enter new markets with the separate names. Company that does not tie its reputation to the product's acceptance. This strategy also permits the manufacturer to search for the best name for the different brands which they are offering to the marketers. But there are several concerns to the marketer in the sense it creates a heavy financial cost, as each brand name needs to have its own promotional expenditure, and also brand of the same manufacturers, they might end up in competing with each other at the end of the day. Second strategy for brand name selection could be blanket family brand name. Under this, several related products are marketed under one brand name. If we talk about, say, Maggi, this Nestle people, what they have done is, once their product has been well established, they try to cater to soups, to ketchups, to jams, apart from noodles in that particular category. So this one brand name has been given to all the different other products within the same line. It has got several advantages. As all products incorporate the company name, customers' trust will develop across other products as well. Sales are likely to be strong due to the halo effect across all the brands. But at the same time, if the new product fails, its effect will spread to other products also, and this strategy will not be desirable for companies producing different types of products. Third particular strategy which a marketer could be used for the name is separate family brand names for all products. Companies, they often invent different family names for different quality lines with the same product class in order to avoid confusion. Suppose if a particular company is offering beauty products for men and women, they will be providing different family names for their male and female counterparts. And the last one is the company name as the brand name. Certain firms, they use company name itself as a brand name under which various products of the company they are marketed. It is only possible and suitable if the company is confident that lending their name to the product would give them better identity and image, and their brands are strongly established in the market. Once their brands are strongly established, the favorable advantage which the company would be getting is the promotional investments. They are limited to one brand only. But if the damage is done to one product or one operational area, it can severely cause problems in other or across other companies' products as well. The third decision which we can take related to the brand is brand sponsorship. A manufacturer has several options with respect to brand sponsorship. Product may be launched as the manufacturer brand or the national brand. Manufacturer, they may sell their product to the resellers who give the product as a private brand, which is also called as the store brand or the distributor's brand. Or some manufacturers, they might market licensed brand. And the final brand sponsorship could be in the form of co-branding. If we talk about the national brands or the manufacturer brands, it has long dominated the retail scene. Companies that rely on their own brands, they usually are very large in size, they are well financed, and they have got well managed team of their own. Several IBM products or big brands nowadays, they own their brands, and the greatest advantage is manufacturers, they can retain more control over their marketing strategy if they position their brand in the form of the national or manufacturer's brand. If manufacturers sell their brands to the private resellers, it is known as store branding. Nowadays, large retail stores have come up, and they are offering several products on their own. They are offering greater selection to the customers, and the quality which they are offering is also very high. So these high-end private brands are being offered in order to boost the store's revenues and image, and at the same time, improvement in store brand selection and quality enhances the customer's acceptance and confidence. There is a battle which has been going on between the private brands and the national brands, in the sense that most of the national brands, since they are also marketed through retail brands, so there is always a problem of these retailers' shelf space. And at the same time, what these retailers, they are doing is they are offering the product at the cost which is competing enough via the manufacturer, and they try to capture the larger market segment. So manufacturer, they have got this greater challenge, and what they are doing is they are trying to find out new ways of improving their distribution and improving their marketing over time. Third form of brand sponsorship is the licensing. It is nothing but a contractual arrangement which is undertaken between the firms, whereby one firm allows another to use its brand name, logo, their sign, their symbol at a negotiated fee. This type of strategy is mostly used for toys, apparels, accessories, and entertainment products. Whenever this licensing is being done, a royalty is being charged, which is around 5 to 10% of the wholesale price of each item which bears the licensed trademark. Now, it could be profitable and it could provide promotional benefit to the licensor if they undertakes this licensing. I can take one example over here. Most of the children products, they are being licensed, and Disney or all these cartoon characters, say Spider-Man, Ben 10, all these are being used by the marketers for marketing children's bags, lunch boxes, tiffins, or several other accessories which they carry to school. Even clothing lines of the children or the toys of the children, they carry all these various types of cartoon characters. So it is a sort of licensing, and it all depends upon the equity or the worth that a particular brand has established in the minds of the customers in terms of brand equity, that the price of the license is being decided. It provides a likelihood of new product success to the licensee also, because if the licensee is using the names of the big brands which are being established and they are offering their products under that blanket name, they got the benefits which are associated to the original product. Finally, the last product sponsored decision is the co-branding. This is the practice of marketing two or more brands together on the same product. Here, one company licenses other company's well-known brand to use in combination with its own. And this practice is greatly increased in the last decade, primarily due to the credit card companies that have come up into picture. What these credit card companies they are doing is, if we talk about the airlines industries, they were the first one to enter into co-branding. They have the tie-up with these credit card companies, and if the customers they make payments by using a particular company's credit card to that particular airline industry, they get promotional offers, they get huge discounts also, and they got the reward points. Similarly, nowadays, since retailing has come up, so these big retail stores, they have also got tie-ups with these credit card companies, and if the customer, they make payment by using that particular card, they get additional 5 to 10% discount, and in fact, they also get cashback offers in their Paytms. So this co-branding nowadays, it has become quite a thing, and it combines the brands which has got broader customer appeal and greater brand equity. So it helps the company to enter into new and profitable market segment, which earlier was challenging for them to do it alone. But at the same time, it has a risk of damaging a brand's reputation if the cooperative endeavor which the two brands have entered into fails. So in order to be successful in brand sponsorship, the marketer and each partner, they need to be careful in coordinating their advertising, their sales promotion and other marketing activities. Last set of decisions related to branding is the brand development strategies. If we talk about brand development strategies, company can introduce 4 types of extensions or 4 types of strategies. They can go in for line extensions, they can go in for brand extensions, multi-branding or new brands. First of all, if I talk about the line extensions, it occurs when a company, they extend their existing brand name to new color, flavor, size, ingredient of an existing product category. Suppose if a toothpaste company, they come up with a toothpaste for say gel, active salt, or they introduce their toothpaste for sensitivity issues, for providing maximum freshness to the customer, or for that matter total protection to the customer. They can provide all these line extensions within their particular one brand. So there are several advantages which are being enjoyed by the marketers if they go in for line extensions, that it helps in strengthening their main brand and keep it live and updated. It also helps the firm to accommodate changing customer taste, because with the help of this, they can come to know that what type of new benefit they can add in the form of line extension in their existing brand. It can also help the marketer in entering their new market segment which they earlier have not been able to enter into due to several reasons. And finally, it also helps the brand to exploit the halo effect of the parent brand which has already built reputation in the minds of the customers. It can be extended to line extensions as well. But at the same time, overextended brand name might lose its specific meaning in the minds of the target customers, and the sale of an extension might come at the expense of other items of the same marketer. So they need to be quite cautious in going for the too much extensions. Marketer can also go in for brand extensions if they want to develop their product. Here, they extend a current brand name to new or modified products in a new category. I've taken the example of Maggi. Earlier we know that its noodles are quite common with the customers. If they come up with several new variants of say sauce or ketchup or soups under their particular name, that is an example of brand extension. It gives instant recognition and faster acceptance to a new product that is being offered under the parent name. And it also saves the promotional cost of the firm in building a new brand name. A very famous Ayurvedic company, they are now claiming that they have opened stores for Shishu care products, and now they are offering talcum powders, for babies, soaps for babies, shampoos which are safe for babies under the Shishu care aspect. So it is an important form of brand extension. But it may confuse the image of the main brand if the new brand is not well accepted in the market. It may also harm customer attitudes towards other products which carry the same brand name. So companies, they need to research well that how their brand association fit with the new brand or the new product which they want to add to their existing assortments. If we talk about multi-brands, here the companies, they often develop 2 or more brands in the same category. We can say that multi-branding is basically offering a way to establish different features to different buying motives, and it also allows a company to lock up more reseller space, shelf space. As far as their limitations are concerned, each brand may obtain only a small share of market and none will be very profitable. It's always advisable that companies, they should spread their limited resources only to those brands which are more profitable, and they should not create confusion in the minds of the customers. If we talk about the last decision which they can take under the product development, brand development, it is the new brands. A company may create a new brand for entering a new product category or when their existing name is losing its appeal in the target customer's mind. This could be done mostly if, suppose a company, they come up with a new form of an automobile for a new type of segment, and it is giving a new brand name to it which has got nothing to do with their original brand name. That is an example of a new brand. But offering too many brands as new brands may result in a company in spreading its thin resources to so many other brands. It's always advisable that large companies, they should weed out the weaker brands and they should focus only on the strong brands which has got established themselves in the minds of the customers. The last decisions under the product is the product support services. If we talk about product support services, it has become a major battleground for competitive advantage nowadays. Manufacturers who are indulged in manufacturing small appliances, office machines, aeroplanes or aircrafts or computers, it is always advisable for them to offer product support services to their customers. Now these products of the manufacturers, they could be augmented with key service differentiators which are termed as this product support services, either in the form of ordering ease or in the form of easy delivery, easy installations, after sales services, by providing customer counseling or by providing easy maintenance and repairs to the customers. Product support services is very important in global marketplace, as companies nowadays, they are having stronger web presence and at the same time they are providing online services to the customers. Those firms which provide high quality service, they will undoubtedly easily will be able to outperform their less service oriented customers or the competitors. Companies must define the customer needs carefully in designing the product support services which they want to offer to their customers. Customers mostly are concerned with the interruptions in the services which they are purchasing because they want free flow service from the manufacturers for the products. Traditionally, 3 specific worries related to the product were seen by the manufacturers. First and the foremost was related to the reliability and the failure frequency. Customers are concerned about that how often the product is likely to break down in a given period of time. They want that this failure frequency should be less, and they want higher reliability on their manufacturers. Second specific worry which the customer have is related to the downtime duration. That means higher the downtime duration, the more will be the cost. So the customer, they count on the seller's service dependability. That means they want that how easily the sellers, they are fixing the problems that have emerged in the product. The third type of worry which the consumers are usually having is out of pocket costs of the maintenance and the repair service which they might have to pay in the form of hidden charges by the marketer. So they always want to go in for the complete information and the support services which the marketer is offering to them at the time of making the purchase. To provide the best support, companies, they must identify the services that the customers value most and their relative importance in the minds of the customers. They must plan their product design and service mix decisions in tandem, because whenever a buyer is buying a product from the service provider, they take into consideration all the factors that we have discussed. Maybe in the form of reliability or service dependability or in the form of maintenance. So, for expensive equipments like computers or other big items which the manufacturers are offering, facilitating services should be provided in the form of installations, maintenance, repairs and services, and financing options, because customers, they are always in the lookout for easy finance options being offered by the marketers. Marketers should also add value augmenting services that can extend beyond the functioning and performance of their product itself in the form of extended warranties. All these automobile companies, what they are doing is they are providing this extra additional services to their customer at the time of purchase. If a customer is buying a car or an automobile from a particular XYZ company, they get this extended service warranties, or they get free 2-year warranties of any breakdown in the vehicle or the automobile which they are buying. And it is always a welcome step by the customer, and they always look in for the extended offers in the service contracts which the manufacturers or the marketers are providing to the customer. The quality of the customer service department varies greatly nowadays in providing their support services. At the one extreme, we can have a look at the companies or the departments which simply just transfer the customer call to the appropriate person or to the appropriate authority for action with little or no follow-up. If a marketer is doing such a type, or if it is providing such a type of support service, it might end up by losing its reputation in the market. Because if we talk about an air condition, and if the customer is not getting timely service during summers or say peak hours or peak time, they will automatically have this negative impact of that particular manufacturer or the marketer, and they will go for several other options which are available in the market. They might also have the negative image about the marketer, which they might pass on to their friends or relatives through negative word of mouth. And if the customer is lost or it is gone, he is gone forever. So regaining or retaining the customer again will carry a huge cost to the marketer. So it's always advisable that the support services which the marketers are providing nowadays is very important, and it is a key concept of relationship marketing as well, because unless and until the marketers, they are providing the departments who are eager to receive customer requests, their suggestions, their complaints, if they are not in a position to handle them expeditiously, marketers will be at a losing end, because customer, they will be having strong relationship with the marketer only on the basis of the services, and that too the additional services which a marketer is offering to their customers. Because if we talk about the physical attributes of an air condition, they are more or less the similar. The only differentiation variable which a marketer can use here is in the form of services which they are offering to the market. And that too, if they are offering good services at the time of downtime or any form of failure, or if customer has got any complaint related to any banking service or any air conditioning service or any other form of service, then marketer will be at the competitive edge if they can provide better services, better than their competitors are providing. So nowadays what the companies they are doing is, they are using a sophisticated mix of phone calls, emails, internet and data technologies to provide product support services to their customers. Companies, they are having the CRM team, that means the customer relationship management team. Most of the banks nowadays, they are appointing the relationship manager to the customer. Once we open an account in a particular bank, we get a call from the banking sector and they just appoint a relationship manager who contacts the customer, who takes care of the customer's needs, whatever queries the customer is having related to the opening of the account or additional services which that particular banking sector is providing. This product support service is provided by the banking sector. They develop this database in the form of customer relationship management, and through that database they always also try to contact their customer to take their feedback, and at the same time whenever any new service is being offered by that particular banking sector, they try and contact first their established customers, because it is always cost effective to cater to the existing customer rather than going for the new customer. So this product support service is something which has got quite an edge today in the era of relationship marketing. All these 4 product decisions that we have talked about in the previous class also and today's class also, related to the basic product, related to packaging and labeling, related to branding and related to product support services. The entire product decisions revolve around these 4 decisions. Now, after the product decisions, the next step ahead which a marketer needs to go in for the development of the new product, how a new product is being developed, what are the several stages which needs to be taken care of in developing a new product, how an established product passes through several stages of life cycle just like a human being. Product passes through introduction, growth, maturity and the product's decline. Why do the products fail, and how the marketers they can cope up if the products fail in the market. All these decisions we will be taking up in my next lecture. Thank you.
With this note, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. And dear friends, we believe that your feedbacks are very, very important for us. So do write to us at info.cec@nic.in. The lecture is going to be uploaded on YouTube very soon. So keep watching us and keep writing us. Your feedbacks are very important. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again.